Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. Yes, it is a G.I. Joe triple bill. But darn, we are Thursday, June the 8th, 2023, and we're looking at three G.I. Joes. One of the original, one of the old school Hasbro, well, not even old school, one of the Hasbro ones from G.I. Joe Retaliation. This is from 2012. And this is Firefly with his attack drone, which fires a missile, which is the real reason I bought it, but Firefly does look particularly good as well. And we're going to be looking at the two new Hiya ones. Their first release with G.I. Joe, Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Be interested to see how these compare to Hasbro G.I. Joe. Look pretty cool, but there's no sort of info on the back, quite plain packaging. Though the explosion is nice, you know, mimicking the G.I. Joe as well. Very cool. Okay, if you like this sort of content, want to see it as soon as it's published, you can consider joining the Patreon. And it's free. 7 days, you can see all the stuff for free. And after 7 days, it will ask you if you want to continue and pay. And you can say, you can say no, or you can say yes. It's entirely up to you. Worth doing it because it's 7 days for free. Link in the top right of your screen now. Okay, I'm going to pause this, unbox these guys, set them up, and we'll do a look, review, comparison, etc. I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. Okay, here they are set up. You can see relatively clearly on the video that the higher ones are a touch taller, but they do scale well. I'll go from right to left with the older Hasbro one from Retaliation, Firefly, who looks absolutely fantastic. Comes with the foot stand, not a named one, just quite generic. Comes with this gun here, which does look pretty cool. But there's no articulation on the actual handle part there, which is a shame. He comes with a spare knife. I didn't see where that goes because he comes with a knife already, so it's got like a spare knife. Comes with this awesome looking drone, but I think I'll be taking that little missile out, which does shoot. Not sure what I'll stick inside there instead, but that is fantastic. Well worth it just for this little thing here. Very, very nice. And the guns can turn. So I have backed the Robo Skull by Skeletron Toys. This might go in the back of that, but you know, who knows. Fantastic. And then we have him shooting Storm Shadow. Then we have Storm Shadow. We have Firefly himself with his gun, which he holds okay. He's got a pistol which comes out here. This knife comes out. I didn't see anywhere else for other knife to go. The backpack is just a simple Hasbro. Look, we're going to have a hollow one, which I'm not very keen on, but this is why I like the Acid Rainbow stuff and the Joy Toy stuff, etc., where they haven't got hollow backpacks. But he does look cool. And the head sculpt, or that paint apps on the eyes, it's really quite cool. Very, very nice. Storm Shadow. So he comes with these two swords here, which you can plug into his back. And they should, they can come out that. Oh, and the sword should come out too. Very cool. And they do look pretty cool, but no paint apps on that, which is a shame. Comes with alternate headwear. This is the hood, obviously, instead of the sort of rolled down around his neck. Alternate hands. I have swapped his hands over. I swapped his left hand over to the this version here, but the left hand side, so he can grip his bow properly. And he comes with a really nice looking base. Looks like it's a bit of a sort of a landmine going on there. It's very nice. And then the H connectors, two H connectors that we see with Hiya Toys. Here he is here with his bow, about to shoot an arrow off. Does look nice. What's really cool is the arrows do actually come out. They're not fixed in place. And you got the red on the back. And you got the sort of dark silver on the tip on the head. Very, very cool. I'm not sure if I like that tattoo though. Just seems very conspicuous for an assassin. Who is Storm Shadow? We don't know. Hey, look, it's an arm tattoo. We recognize him. You know, it could be a sleeve, I guess, but he does look pretty damn cool. I do like that. Let's stand him up. One thing I have noticed though is like his kneecaps don't lock out enough So standing up can be a bit of an issue for him. Okay, Storm Shadow. It comes with alternate hands, which are just fists, or they open nice. One is a fist and one is slightly open. Can we see that? Just about. Comes with a backpack. It's not hollow, but you can't open it as far as I can see. Oh, I didn't see you could put his sword on the side. I didn't realise that. I could have put his sword on the side there. He comes with a base. His base is slightly different. I think I prefer his base because it's got that bullet casing there. That does look cool. And the H connectors, which we saw earlier. Here he is. Now the thing I noticed about him is it's quite difficult to hold that gun. The articulation that I have got on the wrists is like a double barbell, like we see in the Warhammer 40, g.i.joe Warhammer 40k Space Marines, but theirs in Hiya is a tiny one, and you move it a bit too far and hand wants to pop out of joint. It's easy shooting the gun down. If I move his wrist just a little bit, there we go. Oh, it's already starting. You can see from the base just here, it's starting to pop. So you can hold it, but it wants to pop out. Pretty good looking. The black is relatively matte, which is what we want. There's some shine to some parts of it. It looks good. Now let me just swap that sword over. I didn't realise at first that the backpack had the hole on the side. So that means he should be able to get this and that in at the same time. It should be this way, I believe. Is that right? Yeah. Just line it up and hopefully, there we go. Then that sword can go into there. There we go. Very cool. The sword itself is a nasty brute with that sort of hooked or barbed end. They're very, very nice looking indeed. And it's very secure inside the scabbard. Oh, and they drilled the barrel. Well done. Hiya, very impressed with that. Very, very cool. Pistol comes out, and again, like the Hasbro version, oh sorry, the Hasbro Firefly knife comes out, but their knife is actually painted silver. Well done again, Hiya. So far I'm liking what I'm seeing. Okay, let's go through articulation. So let's just disarm him of his main weapon here. Doesn't need that for his articulation. Take the backpack off. So Firefly, he has a left and a right. He has a, well, not really an up and down, not really a side to side, I'm afraid. There should be some up and down, surely hardly anything at all. Shoulders all the way around, strange angle. Side he's getting 90 degrees, which is fine. Biceps, it's getting 90 degrees, which is pretty cool. You turn from the elbow. Wrists, he's got a gun articulation on his right and gun articulation on his left. He's got trunk, small forwards and backwards. Not really a side to side he can turn. Waist can't turn. Hips would be a full split if he didn't have his gun there and he could cut off part of that, so that's fantastic. Forwards is good. Backwards, it's not bad, starts to go out a little bit. I can't see a thigh twist on him though. Double kneecap, superb. Nice and tight. There is a boot turn, which is fantastic. There is no boot swivel, but he does get a tippy toe. And he does get a very cool dorsiflexation too. Pretty impressive. I wish I'd bought a lot more of these retaliation figures back in the day, but that was really before I was earning enough to warrant buying so many toys. So I might pick another one of him just for the attack drone. Okay, Storm Shadow. Let's get rid of his bow. I should point of his bow. That string, look, you can actually draw it back and pull it. That is a fantastic job. That needs some paint work. So it looks like with Storm Shadow, I didn't realise this as well, that I could attach his swords to his quiver. I like just seeing that there. Very cool. Okay, let's take that off. So first, one of the higher ones. Now this plastic here is quite a bit stiff, so I'll worry about that. So let's have a look. Left to right is pretty good. Up, down is good. Side to side is good. But it's all from the neck, and it's a different neck system. So it's not so much cross compatibility with this, I'm afraid. But it's quite a natural movement. Shoulders all the way around, out to the side because of the sculpting there. Again, he gets to the 90 degrees. bicep. He's got a bicep swivel as well. Bicep bend. Look at that. Great job by Hiya. He's getting over 90 on both. It's actually a double arm joint. That's why. Very cool. Then the wrists I spoke about earlier, which is a barbell system. So basically he can turn and get movement in all directions. Not as good as the Warhammer ones, but it's not bad. Trunk articulation. Better than the Hasbro on the forwards backwards, and he can do side to side, and he can turn. Waist, there is a turn as well. Hips, good, but not as good as the Hasbro Firefly. Forwards, not as good. Backwards is nowhere near as good because of the sculpting there. There is a thigh twist, which is stiff as anything, but it does exist. Okay, he's working on this one. Double kneecap, not as tight, but is okay. And the knees just do not go straight enough. You can see there's a going like goes down then in. It should be straight locked, but it doesn't lock straight. So that is their error. Feet, good tippy toe. There is small dorsiflexation. There is a swivel, but there's no boot turn. That kind of made up by the thigh swivel. And then snake eyes. Give his gun as well. Let's see, with snake eyes, when I took him out, the barbell joint, you can see it in his hand. Can you see it here? Oh, it's so hard to see. That little one there was so stiff it wouldn't actually move. Now it's moving. I had to, you know, force it a little bit. I really should have heated it up first, but now it's moving fine. Okay, so just be aware of that if you do get yours. So, head. Again, he's on the neck, so it's really good side to side, good forwards, backwards, and he can turn well. Shoulders all the way around, no funny angles because the cut is different. To the side. He's struggling a little bit to get the flat. I thought he should have gone higher than that. Then he's getting well over 90 degrees on the bicep bend again because he's got the double elbow joint. It's also going to depend where you line up the arm, I guess. I get a lot more on one side than the other. That's because it's which way around. There we go. So I'm getting a lot more on his left than his right, which is a bit perplexing. Is it stiff inside there, maybe? Yeah, it's just stiff. The bottom part here is not moving. So that's going to need some hot water later. As you compare, this part here has moved up, that part hasn't moved up. Otherwise it'd be good. There's the bicep turn, or swivel I should say, and you've got the joint system I like, but it's too small. On the wrist, trunk is good. Waist is pretty good as well, so to combined he gets good. Hips, not bad, but then the knife gets in the way. Forwards is not great. Backwards is not great. Is there a thigh swivel on this one? I can't see. There is, you know. It looks like there should be a thigh swivel. Oh, what's that? His hand dropped off. Other hand. Looks like there should be a thigh turn by the straps, but I'm not getting any. There we go. There's a thigh turn as well, and it jumped a bit because the camera stopped due to overheating. So yep, thigh twist, double kneecap. Not as tight as I'd like, not as tight as the Hasbro, but still pretty cool. His legs do lock straight, so it's better than Storm Shadow, sorry. No boot turn. He does get very good tippy toe. Dorsiflexation is nice. And unlike the Hasbro, he should, there we go, get a swivel. No, quite tough on this foot, there we go. Swivel on his feet. which you don't get on the Hasbro version. Well, at least I didn't get on mine. Oh, I didn't find it on mine, there is one. Very cool. So let's stand him up straight. I'll try and get Storm Shadow straight, but those knees are really annoying me. Oh. You're going to break something if you force it straight, but they have a little bending, which is I don't know if it's done on purpose. I hope not, because that's pretty cack if it was. But it seems to be a design flaw there. Okay, so let's get an idea of size. And we do a proper comparison. I'm trying to get my Firefly to stand nicely. That'll do. Okay, size. We can see that the Hasbro one is around about nearly 10.5, and these guys are definitely 10.5, pushing a bit more. So while they are compatible, they are slightly bigger and slightly chunkier, but they do work together well. I do like them. I do hope that Hiya release some of the army builders, you know, where it's gonna be Vipers or whatnot, you know, or some sort of grunts. That'd be pretty cool because they could work in a number of universes. But great release by Hiya. It does show promise for their future G.I. Joe releases as well. Good job by them. Okay, this is Awesome Actual signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe. Check out the Patreon, link in the video description below along with discount codes. And I'll see you in the next video. Stay happy collecting. Bye bye.